Hii ni nguvu, hii ni ushindi.
Goal! Yule yule!
Hii ni raha ya mpira wa miguu. It's the passion, the kiburi cha mashabiki, the pride of every town, every fan. Kila bao, kila dakika, kila ushindi, historia inaandikwa. This is the SportPesa League. Zaidi ya mchezo ni maisha. Find it all live, moja kwa moja, only on Azam TV. SportPesa League, si mpira tu, ni zaidi.
Well, we're waiting for the start of the second half of this match at the Nyayo National Stadium. If you missed the first half of the game, then you've missed probably the most exciting football you'll see so far in the SportPesa Premier League, with 2 goals apart in the 22nd minute and 23rd minute for either side, locking it at 1-1 at halftime. And a transition so fast and some pressing that we have seen from both sides, making it a very fast-paced game that is highly tactical and highly technical as well. Jackson Duang and Wycliffe Omondi, the scorers of the 2 goals. Now it means that they've got to separate themselves in the second half and see who goes with 3 points, or else they'll have to share the points at 1-1. And in football, it's usually you either get 1 point or 3. Never a question of 2, not even in the boardrooms. That just means that this game will be looking for a superhero and will be looking for more goals in the second half. For the Gor Mahia side, the chances they've created up at the front were more than the ones that the Shabana side did. And we're talking about clear chances here. And I can say that Samuel Kapeda missed one of them. Sharif Musa also missed another one of them. And Adikwan has also missed one. On the other side, the Shabana side have created just 2 chances, one of which they scored, and another one that was a shot that was taken from a distance, almost from the midfield, and one by Mishira on the left side, both of which troubled the goalkeeper altogether. But that's the story of the ones that didn't go in. The better story is usually the one that comes into goals, and that's what we are waiting for. So we'll wait for Israel Mpaema, the center referee, to bring the game to the start of the second half. And everybody will be hoping against hopes that their team is the one that carries the 3 points at the end of it all. The passion in terms of the fans, the following as well from both sides has been very intense, and it shows very easily as well. The Gor Mahia fans have come in droves. The Shabana fans have come in numbers as well. The stadium has turned red and green for both sides. But now the celebration of it all depends on who will get all the 3 points. A very quick shot towards goal, directly into the hands of the goalkeeper, Stephen Oching, who has kept his team in play in the first half with some very good saves as well. And for Ochuoga, well, it took it too directly at goal. Didn't trouble the goalkeeper at all. As Shabana quickly bring it onto this side. And almost catch the Gor Mahia defenders not quite ready. Alfred Nyango, the captain, sends it out to the right side. A good run for Kapen. If he can turn it in, he does on a 45. No one was quite close there to expect it. Now that's the other thing about football in this part of the world as well. You normally expect a cross to be long and probably just in line next to the goalkeeper. So much so that the ones that are coming across on the 45 needs to have somebody who's running next to him to be able to take it. But this is a foul and a yellow card that has been given out for that very obvious pull that brought Kapen down. And Kevin Omondi is the guilty man in this one. 46-minute card. Again, a very fiery start to the second half of this one. With the goalkeeper, Stephen Ocheng, organizing his men to take the correct positions. Probably waiting to see as well what they discuss in the dressing room at halftime and whether there's going to be any change in play from either of the sides or not. The left foot delivery then. The referee, I think, says it should be redone. Well, I think the referee says that it's got to be redone. And signaling that there could have been an obstacle to that free kick being taken. So a second delivery then. That will be coming off Morrison's foot. Again on the left foot, very low one. Easily pushed out, but not completely out. James Mazembe put his head towards that delivery, and I think he's still rubbing his head from the impact of that ball on his head. Yeah, you can see him in the middle of the screen on the left now, behind there, still reeling from the impact. Well, not exactly sure why the captain of the side, Alfred Onyango, decides to go very slowly and actually just impedes Nsubuga. And he earns himself a card for that. He could have just been worried about the fact that he's going to lose momentum. But Nsubuga slipped past him and was already going to pick up the ball. Very fast-footed, left-footed player. And Alfred Onyango gets a yellow card for that. The free kick that will be given to the Shabana side. Well, the two of them are planning how to take it. They might just decide to also chip it on the left foot, and that would be Nsubuga. I don't know if Keith Mbali wants to add to it as well. Yeah, the best delivery would come off the left foot, and it's Nsubuga who's going to be taking it. Pushed further forward by Byron Onyona. And there's just too many men up there. Oh, it's going to be given back to the Gor Mahia side for the offside. Three of them on the Shabana side were already behind the defenders by the time that ball was coming towards them. Morrison pushed it onto the left side. Has gotten some good control from Byron Onyona. He goes out for another throw-in. It's going to be for the Gor Mahia side. And Kapen is going to do the same kind of throw that he has done all through the game. A long one right into the box, making it look like a free kick. Oh, it takes quite the distance as well. He did that the last time and didn't make a good delivery. Maybe he's perfected it now. A long one towards the box again, headed out. Well, he puts more of the impact on it, but then again, the leverage that it gets for them has been very little. Yeah, that's why the coach is a little bit upset about that decision. It's a throw-in. Kapen again has headed it back. Gets back into the midfield. This is Mishira. Lovely delivery to Nsubuga. Forces him onto a full run on the left side. And he's a natural left-footed player, so brings it just a little bit far off from where Brian was going. Morrison. This is going to be a foul from Oraka, the captain. Quickly taken by Gorbaya. Well, the game badly needing some brilliance, you know, in terms of some tactical play, but you'll notice the Red Shirts have moved into some defensive formation. Every time they lose the possession, they're coming back into defense very quickly. Finally brought down to the ground and quickly cleared off by Byron Otieno. Nsubuga then gives it some further momentum, comes back into the midfield now. And Kevin Omundi finds a good touch that gains them some good possession on the right flank now. Nsubuga didn't quite latch onto this one. The left foot shot of Keith Mbali, and being deflected off for a corner for Shabana. It was a very, very long shot, but Kibwage deflects it off. Results into a corner for the Shabana side. So it's Mbali again who delivers it. Tries a right foot curve. It goes all the way back to the other side. Duang has a touch on it that sends it to the midfield. Well, again, a good ball for the captain of the side. He doesn't place the right foot onto it. Abid is just unable to turn it into the net, away from the defenders. A ball that was going right in there, and then Aziz Batsi then puts it onto the path of the captain. I think the captain had a very acute angle to work with there. So George Oraka shouldn't beat himself too bad. He scored the last time when they played against Mathare in that loss. Well, this one was a little bit too much for him. Oh, Stephen Ocheng then started a quick build-up for the Shabana side. Gor Mahia looking for some midfield play and not finding it. Kapen is fouled here. Going to be a free kick for him. I think Shabana protesting that decision, but it was a hard tackle that came off the feet of Byron Otieno. Gor Mahia quickly starting it. Scoreline still at 1-1, so you can imagine and you can understand the emotions. Again, Brian Bett protesting that decision to award a free kick to Sharif Musa for a tackle. Sharif Musa wasn't very quick back onto his feet, and so he intimated that he had been tackled unfairly. "56 minutes gone by. One goal apiece in the Nyanza derby. The reverse fixture having ended in 0-0. on the 26th of January. Rather, on the 11th of January. Not a good delivery coming from Duang. Then pushed onto the right side by Sharif Musa. The cross is a very big one. Is off the field of play. Good defense by the Shabana side, all lining up to make sure that nobody's going to be receiving that. And Ochoga's big boot then goes off the field of play. It's going to be a goal kick for Shabana. Into the midfield, Kapen then pushes it back. He receives it again, and Kapen just didn't know that there was a man on for him. Mbali moving fast, trying to get the wing to work. It's a clearance that sends the ball off the field of play, and Brian Mishira just not able to get onto it. He'll get a throw-in instead. I think also played as a cautionary measure by the Gor Mahia defender. Jackson Duang scoring in the 22nd minute, and 1 minute after that, Wycliffe Omondi leveled the scores for Shabana. It stands at 1-1 in the second half of the game. Well, chased and kept into possession by Kevin Omondi. Manages to get it back to position for the Shabana side. Well, they've kept their formation, the Shabana side, and that is one of the strengths of their game at the moment. They're not losing shape at all. Oh, it's going to be a foul here, and I think the captain has got to get worried because he already is on a yellow card. Or is he? No, he's not. But he's risking a yellow card here. Because he simply brought down Kapen, just making sure he's not going to go for that ball, and this certainly warrants a card, in my opinion. Very lucky of him to have gotten away with it. A free kick to the Gor Mahia side. 60th minute of the game that we are playing at the moment. The second half, not as fast, not as furious as the first half. Actually more unpredictable in the second half than it was in the first half. And Morrison takes it on his left foot again. A very high one. And evades everyone who was up at the front. It goes off the field of play. The goalkeeper was already missing it. But nobody else got to it as well, including Franco Diambo, who was on the far side. Didn't seem to have timed it correctly. The goal kick to the Shabana side. This is coming back into the midfielder. We are getting close to the 70th minute mark. This is about the time that the teams usually decide to make substitutions, and also the time when it is said that teams lose concentration. A very hard shot that comes off the distance, but goes off target. Well, 2 substitutions. Oh, difficult to discern what's going on here. I think first is on the Gor Mahia side, and Kapen is the first one to be substituted. And Ebeneza Sifua will come in his place. And I think there is Diallo as well on this side, who's making his way to the field now. Pape Diallo for Nsubuga. All in the 61st minute of the game. And also Austin Odongo going into play at the moment. So fresh legs onto the field of play for both sides, and of course with fresh ideas on how to get up to the front. So is Enoch Morrison will be getting onto this one. Or he should have been getting onto it, but it's Gad Matthews who goes to take it. Franco Diambo was running for it. Gad's not happy with himself, but the thing is that they're getting a little bit slow as well in the running. They're not fast enough to get onto the ball every time it's going in their direction. The second half has proved to be a very difficult half for both sides. Disjointed midfields as well. And sporadic attacks up front. As Gor Mahia pick it out on the right side. And again a delay in delivery from the right side. It results into a loss of possession. But the Shabana side has since dropped literally everybody into defense. An attempted run by Sharif Musa that is cut off totally for a throw in again. Very frustrated at the moment, Sharif, because all his moves are being cut off and they're making sure he doesn't make any moves forward. Duang with some good control, but it's pretty obvious that he was going to go back all the way to the goalkeeper. Gad Matthews out on the right side. With Shabana falling back into defense again. Oh, Sharif can't get to this one. It's going to go out for a throw-in. It's going to be for Shabana. So Brian Bett will take it for the Shabana side. Well, he sent it so high up. Doesn't get much leverage when it goes that high up. Here's Alpha Onyango, the captain. Then loses possession. Shabana quick on the breakout on the left side. 3-on-3, and with a new substitute coming onto the ball now, veering off to the center, trying to find place for a shot. Well, it's been intercepted. It's Gor Mahia's chance then to go for a quick break if they wanted to. They've got men out on the left side. The captain Alpha Onyango sends it to the left side. Sharif has been ruled offside. He's wondering exactly what happened there. I don't know whether play was stopped. I think that Sharif Musa could have been confused by another whistle that the fans have used outside, because he stopped short and he was wondering what's going on. Yeah. I think that's what happened. So he's very unhappy with himself. And he's going to be bounced back to continue from there. But to who now? The referee has got to be categorical of what happens, because I think Sharif Musa stopped and held the ball in his hand, so then it becomes a foul. It has to be given to the Shabana side, but because he had another whistle outside. And so because he stopped, then he held the ball in his hands, and that becomes a foul because it's a handball. Out on the left for Shabana. But derbies have their own characters and characteristics, and a lot of things happened in the derby. One of the most bizarre is what has just happened. Back onto the left side to Frank Odhiambo. The man who's said to have joined his boyhood club, Gor Mahia. Sends the ball out of the field of play. It's going to be a goal kick. It's going to be for Shabana. Oh, Gad Matthews will latch onto this one. So we're seeing very quick transition from one end to the other. We're not seeing much of the build-up, you know, systematically into the center and into the final third. And that just tells you a story of two sides that are really trying hard to defend and attack at the same time. And try to get the full points from the game by getting the winning goal. And both sides being very cautious as well in the way they're approaching the game. Oh well, and forced into an error here. The captain, Alfred Onyango, sends the ball off the field of play. It's going to be a throw-in for Shabana. Brian Mishira. Well, tries to get into the midfield. Then he was waiting to get the return ball. And it should have been coming from Keith Mbali, but it didn't. And Mbali went down before he could deliver what he thought would have been a winning goal. And he's trying to claim that he was fouled, but he had already released the ball on his right foot. He got the free kicker. Has been given to Shabana. We're playing the 70th minute of the game. The proverbial 70th minute. With Gad Matthews organizing his men in defense on where they should be mounting the wall. Kobe Mensah, the assistant coach of Gor Mahia, in conversation with Charles Connor, the head coach, on what they need to do. There's enough men who are planning to go for it here. Goes directly punched out by Gad Matthews, but a good shot and a good save as well. So Brian Mishira left to take the responsibility. Gad Matthews on the other end, pushing it out of the field of play for a corner. Three corners altogether for Shabana. It's going to be coming from the right side of the attack. Or is it? Oh, the left side then. And the right foot in swinger. Headed out by Morrison. Sifwa trying to run for it. Doesn't get to it. Cross headed out by Frank Odhiambo. Brian Mishira has latched onto it, sending it back. They're trying to look for where to take the shot from. Comes back to Brian Mishira on the left side, doesn't get to it. There's going to be a foul here. I am not exactly sure why he's protesting that decision, but there was obstruction in the process here. That's it, that's it. And he went with both hands. That's Byron Otieno who was unhappy. They like to call him Golo. They refer to him as N'Golo Kante on this side because of the likeness that he shares. A cross down on the left side. Then again, Sharif Musa had a touch on it, but then he doesn't take it directly towards goal. He's protesting, thinking there should have been another touch that could have given it as a corner for themselves. But it's a good turn by Ebenezer Adukwao, and Sharif Musa was going for it as well. Stylishly tried to put it in. complaining about some tackling there. But Shabana will be quick to try and retaliate as well. Goes out for a throw-in. It's going to be for the Gor Mahia side. 17.5 minutes of play remaining in this game. Oh, the referee telling Asifwa to calm down. And tempers are flaring in this game. And Asifwa is told to calm down and play the game. Very pensive moments for France from both sides, the Gor Mahia, the Shabana side, looking for the 3 points in this game. It's a very quick interception that sends it off by Keith Mbali. It will be pushed back to the goalkeeper, Gad Matthews. Who starts it with Franco Diombo on the left side. And a more solid Shabana side that has turned up against Gor Mahia. This is going to be headed out for a throw-in. It has been said before that when you're playing a team that you feel is ahead of you, you must always bring your A game. And Shabana suddenly brought that game to the Gor Mahia side. The long throw by Morrison. It takes traction up. And I think there was a lovely shot, but it takes a side netting here. There was the attempt to take a shot earlier on that didn't mature, but then the last one coming off the feet of Sharif Musa was a cracker of a shot. Little touch there, and then it went to the side. Oh, and then this just takes the side netting. Adukwa had to move out of the way to make way for that shot. Well, the goalkeeper himself getting injured in the process. But now you see the difference between the throw-ins that Caped was bringing in and the one that has been brought in by Morrison. Caped's were low. They were being cut off very easily. Morrison is going directly towards goal. The discussion is going to go long into the night about today's game and how it happened. 14 minutes and a half remaining in regular time. So again, it will be Stephen Ochieng to start it for the Shabana side. Brought down very confidently. And 2 tackles on the Gor Mahia side, then gives it out for a throw-in. Rather for a free kick. Wycliffe Omondi, the guilty man on Ebenezer Asifwa, the Ghanaian international. First one was going towards Sharif Musa. And then a foul on Asifwa as well. A very deliberate one coming off Wycliffe Omondi. Well, first of all, they probably are just remembering the promises that were made to them. $1 million shillings to the Shabana side if they win. So that's what they are chasing at the moment. But for Gor Mahia is chasing also the 3 points to open a bigger lead in the Premier League table standings. This is going directly towards goal and into the hands of the goalkeeper. Gor Mahia 7 points ahead of their closest challengers, FC Leopards, and 13 points ahead of Shabana. It obviously will change at the end of this match. Sifwa should try to keep his footing as much as possible. Well, gets the ball away from the defender here. It goes down again unnecessarily. The defender and the goalkeeper in conversation about who should have been going to that ball. They're saying, look, I had it and I had it. But Asifwa challenges for the ball here and manages to sneak it past Wycliffe Omondi. Well then, again, there's going to be the ball coming on this side, and a touch off Brian Bett makes it a corner with Alfred Onyango cleverly making sure that he has forced Bett into touching that ball. It's probably only the second corner for Gor Mahia, probably the first in this half as well. Yes, it's the second one for Gor Mahia, and Jackson Duang will take it. With 11.5 minutes of play remaining. And Sivilo Cheng rallying his men into defense. They got literally everybody into that defense. Duang is giving indications where he possibly might take it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They have everybody in that defense. Everybody has come back in to defend for the Shabana side. And some very tough man marking. They like to call it police marking. A nice lob here, it's in the net by the captain of the side. Alfred Onyango gets onto the ball that has been brought in by Jackson Duang. And evades all the defenders to put the ball into the net. And gets the stadium into an eruption of ecstasy. The boy from Makongeni, who nurtured his talent at the Green Commandos in Kakamega, moves forward, touches the ball, just making sure that it got enough deflection away from everybody else and into the net. It's a very delicate balance that he employs on it. And that eruption has been simmering at the stadium for the last minutes since the halftime. And was just awaiting a time to release it. Ultimately, it's been released. The scoreline changes at the Nyayo National Stadium. It's Gor Mahia 2 and Shabana 1. 10 minutes of play remaining. Here is Sharif, Musa Sharif, trying to roll back on the right flank, cut off by the captain. The foul because of the elbow that goes into the abdomen of Jojo Raka. It's going to be a goal kick. It was not intentional though, but it was there. And Sharif had better just accept it. Well, that's what happens in a game of passion. One side gets the ecstasy. The other side feels the pain. And this game, right from the onset, with just the kind of passionate fans that the two sides have, was bound to evoke those two feelings. Oh, the Gor Mahia fans have activated the little torches on the mobile phones. that are providing a different atmosphere altogether at the Nyayo National Stadium. Well, you saw what happened from much earlier on. The celebration goes on now. Well, the Gor Mahia fans are celebrating this massively, and I think there was something else that happened to Jackson Duang. I don't know if it's off the ball or whether it was on the ball. And for the first time in this game, the Medics have been called onto the field of play. Well, here it is then, Duang trying to get away from his backer. The very first time when he put in the ball into the net, it was in the 22nd minute. But in a few minutes after that, a mistake by the defenders left Wycliffe Omondi to put the ball into the net for the second goal of the afternoon and the first one for Shabana. But that has since been changed by the captain, Alfred Onyango, in the 79th minute of the game. Has made it 2-1 for Gor Mahia. Well, you would remember that the Shabana side have since gotten the better of their coach. And released the coach, and now they have a caretaker coach in the name of Andre Ongwae. And frankly speaking, he has restored that self-belief on the side to put up the performance that they have put up against Gor Mahia at the Nyayo National Stadium in front of the home fans. And I can tell you one other thing. There will come a time when you will not be able to call Shabana an away team anywhere in the Premier League. They have fans everywhere, and they're turning up in numbers, just like the fans of Gor Mahia and the fans of FC Leopards. Well, play resumes now. And a long ball trying to get it onto the right side of attack. This one is chipped out forward for Asifwa. He's got a knot to it. We'll be looking for support. There is Sharif Musa arriving from behind him. A big clearance sends it just up to the midfield. And then it's a long run by Adikwao. He's all alone there. He's going to be given out for a throw-in. And maybe there will be time for a substitution again. I don't know what has happened to Alfred Onyango as well. He's gone down in a little bit of a heap. I think from that tackle earlier on, scraped off a mound of mud from the field. And that could have cost him a little bit of pain. As Gor Mahia back ready. Some other substitutions. Fidel Origa looks like he's getting ready to get into the field of play. It could be Duang that is going off the field of play. Jackson Duang, who scored the first goal for the Gor Mahia side, with Ben Sandy Omondi also getting ready to come into the field of play. So another two substitutions then. That was Jackson Duang's first goal, goal number 1 for Gor Mahia. Well, I think the substitutions have not been effected as yet. So there it is now. Jackson Duang will leave the field of play, but he will leave with his head very high after scoring the first goal for the Gor Mahia side, the same way as he did against the APS of Bomet in a game that was played at the Kericho Green Stadium. His place is taken by Fidel Origa, and the other substitution is by Ben Stanley. Ben Stanley goes into the field of play now. I think he's taken the place of the captain, Alfred Onyango. It's that moment in the game of football. Tired legs, having put in everything they can in the game. And feeling the pinch at the moment with just about 3 minutes remaining. We've had more stoppages than we did in the entire game altogether. But what a game that we are witnessing at the Nyayo National Stadium. What intensity. A clash of heads there, and both of them going down. You obviously would expect that it would come with a little bit of a pain. And after running, jumping, kicking, pushing, pulling, all that time to the 87th minute. It's not the easiest thing to just come back as easily as that. What a game. The team that is just clocking its 3rd season in the Premier League after having come back into it, Shabana, is definitely a team to watch out for. And is currently 3rd in the Premier League table standing and is given a very big run to the Gor Mahia side at the moment. Reminds you of the good old days when they had Michael Kothorigi, who was the first Kenyan to play professional football. Played in Oman and in Belgium as well. And whose son, Divo Korigi, you do remember, played for Liverpool as well. And for the Belgian national team as well. And the team that was started by a man called Dogo Khan in 1980 is trying to live up again into the big name that they had a couple of years back. And testing themselves today against one of the greatest clubs as well in Africa in club football, and that is Gor Mahia. There's no doubt about the fact that he's going to come up for a card for an unnecessary tackle there. Well, they're being told to cool down, but that was quite an unnecessary tackle. First was this blocker by Adukwao, and he went to Derek Otieno, but after that again an unnecessary high boot that earns a yellow card for no good reason from Ben Stanley, who's just made come in as a substitute. But you're playing the 90th minute of the game. There'll be a little more of stoppage time than we had earlier on. Long ball coming off Morrison, goes off the field of play. This is going to be given back to the Shabana side. But the expectation is great now that this game could be coming to a dramatic end. The fans would want to hear the whistle at about this time, especially the Gor Mahia fans. But we're playing 6 minutes of added time now. That's a lot of time in a game of football. Anything changes within that time if Shabana can take advantage of it. And then again, it could also go in favor of the Gor Mahia side. The prayer, of course, you can see it in that mind, is for it to go the Shabana way. Yeah, the fans know that it's difficult. It's a goal kick. Back into the midfield. Gor Mahia setting it forward again, coming to Asifua Ebenezer. Going on to the left side, looking for support. And then it's taken away by Ben Stanley. Well, just managing to keep tried to keep possession of it. A lot of things happened there, and he himself is the one who tapped it off the field of play. A goal kick has been taken for Shabana, and a very quick one as well. Osino Dongo doing a good job of trying to keep possession for the Shabana side on the left side of the field. Well, one thing you can say about Morrison is that his work rate is very high, and plus it gives you know, the correct kind of passes and intelligent runs up at the front. It's a very, very important contribution that Morrison has made to the Gor Mahia team in the matches they've played so far. It's a long ball by Shabana. Oh, the goalkeeper will pick this one easily up. But still got 3.5 minutes to play, so needs to send the ball up forward. Sifwa is chasing for it to keep it in play. Gets it out for a throw-in, other than a goal kick. Oh, I think there's going to be a substitution, judging by the referee's gestures there. And it looks like it's Ebenezer Dukwa will be coming off the field of play, making way for the Cameroonian Patrick Esombe. A lot of things happening in these very last few moments of this game as well. So Esombe is in the field now. And a very hard push that comes in from Ben Stanley. It's putting in the muscle in the game. But he needs to watch out as well that he doesn't get himself carded for no reason. He already has a yellow card. And he's not stayed long on the field of play. Coming in the 85th is the header. Quick clearance sends it out. Picked up again, just not too far off by James Mazembe. Another long ball up at the front to be chased by Sharif Musa. And another one intended for Sifwa, but it doesn't get to him. Good ball control by the Shabana side, trying to string the passes. Mishira needs support and didn't want to intercept that ball. Here is Sifwa. He's got 3 defenders to him. Well, that will be a foul for sure. He's just been brought down easily in front of the box there. There's no way you can deny that, and a yellow card as well. And I think at this moment, the captain should have just left it, as having taken one for the team. He simply brought him down, and you can see his hand going down there. The captain himself has survived a lot in this game. 95th minute of play, and a yellow card to George Oraka. So a couple of seconds now separating the Shabana side from sharing the spoils with the team that is leading on the Premier League. And for the coach at corner as well, it's a very, very pensive time of the game. For the fans of Gor Mahia, they can get into an early celebration, but they know the danger of that as well. Gor Mahia could very easily move to 56 points, and they'll be 10 points ahead of their closest challenger. And that means they will be 16 points ahead of Shabana. Hard boot of Edok Morrison, not on target, because off the field of play. We've played 96 minutes so far. This one went way off target. And here is the final whistle. Gor Mahia take the bragging rights in the Nyanza Derby, and also take 3 crucial points off the SportPesa Kenyan Premier League. And they go 10 points ahead of their closest challengers, AFC Leopards. And 16 points ahead of Shabana. Well, Shabana will still be in that position depending on the Kakamega Homeboys game and Muranga Seals as well, to see whether they're positioned on the Premier League table standings. But what a game we've had at the Nyayo National Stadium. Absolutely exhilarating in terms of the physique, in terms of the energy, in terms of the work rate, in terms of the goals and the intellect that came into the game as well. it has lived up to the billing as a derby, and more specifically as the Nyanza derby. And kudos to the fans of both sides, the Gor Mahia fans and the Shabana fans, turning up in large numbers to support the team and making